Hello everyone, this is Mr. Avila continuing our review for our quarter one benchmark. We are going to call this review 3B. Kind of goes along with that review part B, part 3. Here we go. For this part, you're being asked to find the zeros of polynomials. Now, this may not look familiar. When we talked about x-intercepts, I mentioned that they are also known as zeros. So in this case, we are looking for x-intercepts. So right here, this word zeros. So I got my eraser going where these words, this word zero stands for the x-intercepts. And we talked about in class how to find x-intercepts. Now we have a graph whose x-intercepts are at -5, -3/4, 0, and 8. Here's what my function, my polynomial might look like. Since I want it to be called t, I'm going to write t of x in the front. And I'm going to put my polynomial as x plus 5 times 4x plus 3 times x times x plus minus 8, excuse me. And we did this in class because we have a -5 as one of our x-intercepts, then the factor form would have an x plus 5. With the -3/4, because it's negative, I'm going to use a plus. And because of the 3/4, it's going to be 4x plus 3. I'll show you that in just a minute. If we have a factor that is an x-intercept that's just a 0, then one of my factors needs to just be x. And finally, if I have a x-intercept that is 8, then one of my factors need to be x minus 8. The trick is, it's the opposite of what we see there. Now, for this 4x plus 3, there's a little bit more to it. The reason why that works is because if I have 4x plus 3, and I want to make that equal to 0, so I can have an x-intercept. Subtract 3 from both sides, we end up with 4x is equal to -3. Divide both sides by 4, and we end up with x is equal to -3/4, which is that x-intercept that we wanted. It shows right here. Okay, so -3/4 works, and we created our polynomial that has x-intercepts -5, -3/4, 0, and 8. Let's do that for the second one, and then you'll try the last one. If we have a graph of r, I'll call that r of x. And I want the zeros to be -7, -1/4, 0, and +12. So, simple enough. We're going to write here x plus 7 as one of them. We want to do the opposite of what's there because -7 plus 7 gives us that 0. For the next one, which I will show over there on the right to show you where I got that from, if we want a x-intercept of -1/4, that's going to be 4x plus 1. The 1/4 is there. In essence, it's the 1 divided by this 4. And because it's negative, we're going to put an opposite sign, which is the plus. If the other factor is the other x-intercept is 0, then one of our factors needs to be x. And finally, since the last x-intercept is 12, then our last factor is going to be x minus 12. So that's the answer for letter B. And let's just check that 4x plus 1, that really gives us that 1/4. 4x plus 1 is equal to 0 because we want that factor to equal 0 in order for us to have an x-intercept to be, in order for us to have an x-intercept. So we subtract 1 for both sides. So here I am showing you that that -1/4 really does come out. Divide by 4 on both sides, and we end up with x is equal to -1/4. Okay, so there we have it. The factored form given these 4 x-intercepts. -7 gives us x plus 7. -1/4 gives us 4x plus 1. The 0 gives us just an x, and the 12 gives us x minus 12. Great thing about seeing this in a video is you could always watch it again, and if you're still stuck, let us know, and we'll try to help you answer your questions. Thank you so much for paying attention for this video. Again, reach out if you need anything. I'll see you later. Bye.